Why do people give advice on things they have no experience over? An online article is not experience. It's not. Stop that shit. The 5800X gets more FPS than a... I've been saying that since before Zen 2 launched, dude. Just from knowing how those architectures work. Before, dude, go back to my Zen 2 pre-launch videos. I'm like, you're gonna want the 5800X. And AMD was pushing that 5900X so hard, dude, as like the best gaming chip. And then even in all, like, so like when they had their interviews on PC World, conveniently enough, even PC World, because Gordon's a pretty sharp dude, right? Gordon's all over that shit. So Gordon's like, wouldn't the 5800X be better with one 8-core CCD? And the guy's like, I remember this too. The guy's like, no, in our tests, they he's like stuttering and shit. It's like they performed pretty much on par with each other. It's like, did nobody catch that fucking red flag? Like, what the fuck? The guy literally just stuttered the shit out of it right on PC World, dude. I'm like, okay, well, there we go. And I don't know, people just don't catch that shit, dude. I don't know. You want as many cores as possible on a monolithic chip. That's the best. It's always gonna be the best. Why would his purchase be obsolete? Just because a new product comes out does not make the last one obsolete. It never has. The 1080 Ti isn't obsolete. That came out in like 2016. It's fucking 5 years, 6 years ago. If you bought a 1080 Ti 6 years ago, it's still not obsolete. It's fine, dude. It's fine. Why does everyone... I don't like that. I don't even want to answer those questions, dude. It's such a that mindset is so fucking toxic and self-deprecating that I don't want to fuel that fire. It's just, don't worry about it. Why do you fucking care? What's the goal? What's the goal? What's the goal? There was a guy the other day in the Discord. He's like, oh, Jufes, are you gonna buy the new tech cooler? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, what do you think of the new tech cooler? I'm like, what's the fucking goal here? What answer do you want from me? What do you want from me? Like if you want to buy something, fucking buy it. If you want me to tell you that everything's gonna be okay, just give me $10 tip and I'll do that for you. Everything will be okay for that $10 tip. Do you know what I mean? Thoughts? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what people want me to fucking say. It's just wild, dude. No, I didn't watch Moore's Law's video on the last one because that shit's too far ahead for me, man. I don't care. Like, apparently there's some drama going on in the leaker scene right now. Like, someone's copying Moore's Law's Dead's content. I don't give a shit about that fucking nonsense. I just want the all I care about right now is Zen 3D and Alderlake and I guess Intel Arc. Like the stuff that's coming out in the next couple of months. Why don't I fucking care? Dude, you think I'm gonna... Okay, if I had a choice between playing Apex or listening to some guy talk about a product that might come out 5 years from now, that seems like a horrendous waste of time to listen. But people love that shit, dude. I don't know. Dude, I'm sure my entire Discord is a bunch of dudes that don't want to play games that are talking about fucking, hey, have you heard about the solar eclipse lake that's coming out in 2030? I might wait for that one. Like, do you got a Steam library, bro? Do you got a game that you might enjoy playing? Maybe let's not talk about black hole lakes and fucking solar fission lakes. in 2035. Maybe let's not go there. Maybe let's have a more productive use of our time, like enjoying a nice game. I don't know, dude. I can't fucking relate that shit. It's fucking wild, dude. It's wild. So fucking wild, dude. Let me catch up here. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. With when you're in an influencer, I fucking hate that word, but I kind of get it now. When you're in like an influencer position, people just do whatever the hell you tell them to, dude. And when which is kind of scary because there's not that many fucking critical thinkers out there at all, right? And then so this guy's like, I just bought a 5900X. What do you think? He all he wants me to say is that he made a good decision. That's all he just wants me to say that. I have no fucking clue though. So how the hell, like all I know is that his CPU doesn't get any slower. I don't know. Those like when I buy something, okay. Let's say I bought a Chevy Volt, like a new car, right? Let's say I go and I buy a Chevy Volt, which is what I have, right? When I bought the Chevy Volt, I never asked anybody if it was a good purchase. I never went on a forum looking to see why it was a good purchase. That's like the weirdest fucking behavior in the planet, dude. It's like, go and buy something, then go look for somebody to tell you that it's okay. What? I don't think I've ever done that in my entire life. Never. The Alderlake leaks, I have no idea, dude. I've already said it a long time. Like Alderlake, hang on. Alderlake at best 5 to 10% faster than 10 at best. Probably the same because nothing ever changes. So over a 5900X, maybe fucking 10 to 20% faster. It's all the same. You know what I mean? So let's say Alderlake is 20% faster than your chip. You have 200 FPS. He has 240 FPS. That's 20%. Is that 40 FPS really the limiter on your game performance? No. Not unless you're in fucking Grandmasters or some kind of competitive level esport. If you're just like a peasant or a pleb, it means absolutely nothing, dude. You're fine. Like, you're fine, dude. All right, so anyway, and I went through all of the Intel slides manually. Not one gaming benchmark. Not one. We all know what that means. Not one. They're doing like Geekbench, fucking Cinebench, PC Mark, Spec View Perf. They're doing all these. They just completely went into AMD's lane, man. Firstly, just look at what benchmarks they're using. They're using things like when you're using a synthetic benchmark, like PC Mark and shit, they're designed to spit out a score, a maximal theoretical score of a CPU architecture, right? That's why the Zen ones do so well, because the maximum theoretical performance is fucking insane on those things, right? And even though they chose those, it's still slower than Rocket Lake in half of them. I don't think it'll even be a 5% fucking FPS difference in games, dude. I was kind of on the hype train before these slides came out, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, Cause why don't they show fucking gaming benchmarks, man? Okay. Okay, do you guys remember when Zen 3 launched and Lisa Su was showing gaming benchmarks? And even though I called out the bullshit, at least with the gaming benchmarks, AMD was confident in their numbers. Like, they were like, here are our gaming numbers. And then I saw that some of them were like minus 5%, some of them were like plus 20%. I'm like, okay, so it still loses then. But, or ties. But then it's like, oh, but they put a gaming benchmark forward. That means that they were confident in that shit, which is a good sign. It's a good sign, is what I'm saying. Them releasing this shit, they did the exact same thing with with Rocket Lake, remember? Well, let's go through the architecture anyway. It could be fun. And then we'll play some Apex. I want to fucking play that shit, dude. Nothing ever changes, dude. Zen 3D might. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It depends, man. I don't... Fuck. Plus, you have to run Windows 11 with this thing. Plus the scheduler. I don't know. We'll see. It'll come down to... It'll come down to how fast... Okay, you know what it'll come down to? Okay, hang on. And then DDR4, LP DDR4 4266. So the CPU itself can support 4266 DDR4. Just don't know if it's Gear 1 or Gear 2. That's gonna be the massive no, that's where I'm gonna go with it, right? I'm not gonna bother with DDR5. I'm gonna try and find like so when Alderlake comes out, I'm gonna try and find like an ITX board, same as the Unify, right? Something as small as I possibly can find with 2 DIMM slots, 2 DDR4 DIMM slots, and that's gonna be probably my test bench for Alderlake, because you can just have a safe bet that ITX boards just have great memory overclocking, right? All Z690 boards, we DDR5B boards. Yeah, so B boards support overclocking now. Who cares? Right? They changed that in Rocket Lake. It's like the same thing as saying AMD Zen 3 won't perform as well in B550. Hell, it actually performs better in B550, right? I wouldn't really put too much stock in that, right? Yeah, but no. If the CPU is a K SKU CPU, you can still overclock the processor in any motherboard. That's not it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can. The CPU overclocking portion is locked to the CPU. No, the multiplier is unlocked, dude. Yes, you can. If you have not tested it, do not comment on it. If you read an article on Reddit about it, you know the rules. Reddit articles, dude, there's so much fucking nonsense online. You know what the worst part of my job is? Just correcting people. I could literally just sit here correcting people for fucking 5 hours on all the nonsense that they've read online, dude. All day long, dude. Just like I don't know. Like when if I'm playing Apex or if I'm playing Warzone, and then do you remember that one time I was playing Warzone a couple of weeks ago and all the guns are new guns? I'm like, hey guys, what's the new gun meta right now? And like 100 people are like saying different fucking guns. Does anybody actually play the goddamn game? Like last week when I'm playing Apex, I'm like, hey guys, how do I fucking do this? 100 different answers. I'm like, clearly nobody fucking plays the game. Why do people give advice on things they have no experience over? An online article is not experience. It's not. Stop that shit. Just fucking stop it. It's horseshit. B450 Max Tomahawk is fine, dude. Keep it. That's a good motherboard. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna answer these questions. How like if you just bought a 10900, are you just trolling now? If you just bought a 10900K, why are you worried about 12th gen? It's not even out yet. We have no idea how it performs. Rems, my man. Dude, okay. Take a Dell. Okay. Okay. Take a Dell. A Dell is the most locked down platform on the planet. Go buy a Dell, like an office machine. Go buy a Dell office machine. Fucking, this is okay. Optiplex. Fucking go buy an Optiplex right now. And if you don't want to go buy one, then shut your mouth. Optiplex. I don't know what model. 7080, sure. 7040. Staples. What CPU does this come with? Not available. Fuck. 7020? 7080? Oh, that looks kind of new. Oh, Best Buy. What does this come with? i7 10700. Go buy this machine. Put a K-SKU in it. And you unlock the fucking multiplier. Go download Intel XTU. Put a fucking K-SKU in this thing. And you can overclock it. You think a fucking B... Oh my god, dude. I might have to start banning for ignorance. I'm getting too tired of this shit, dude. As soon as somebody says something, I know they read it off of Reddit or off of a fucking... I don't know about the BIOS. That doesn't matter. Don't worry about the BIOS. It unlocks the multiplier. Use any overclocking... Dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Nobody knows PC hardware. Nobody knows anything. It's so fucked, dude. God damn it. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, you know, and I know exactly why people are saying that. Because when Rocket Lake came out, the headlines were all like, memory overclocking is unlocked. And the clickbait headlines kept saying memory. They never said CPU wasn't locked in the first place. It was never fucking locked in the first place. God damn it. Dude, people just want to buy new hardware to mess with. People don't play games, dude. It's super weird, dude. I don't understand. How? Okay, you know what? Question for you guys. Okay. Question for the chat today. Gaming PCs, since the dawn of their creation, every architectural improvement that we've had since the dawn of PCs has been for gaming. Where did we go? Where did us as human fucking gamers go so sideways where people don't want to play games anymore? And how do we get those people back? How do we get people to enjoy playing games again? I think to answer that question, we have to find out why people stopped playing games in the first place. I don't know why, because I never stopped playing games. But somewhere, because I wasn't a tech tuber for a long time, but somewhere in the last like 10 years, everybody just stopped playing games. And people just started doing Cinebench and weird shit. Yeah, but why? I know. I think it might be something to do with game selection overload. Because you know when you go to a restaurant, and you go to a restaurant, right? And you grab the menu, and really fancy restaurants, like $100 per meal type of restaurants, they give you like 2 or 3 options on the menu, dude. It's like, here are your 3 appetizers you can choose from. Here are your 3 entrees and like 2 desserts. You go to like fucking Denny's and it's like 7 pages worth of shit. And you go to fucking Denny's and you sit there and you spend like 45 minutes looking at this bitch and you're like, do I get pancakes with a fucking country fried steak? Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're ordering anymore, dude. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? I think this might be the same thing with games when it's like, there's just too many games to pick from and people just get paralyzed at the thought of even choosing one. Because then it's like, if I play this game, I can't play this game. But then people just don't play any games at all. You know what I mean? I think that might be a component of it, right? Like just paralysis by too many options. Humans contrary to popular belief, humans like narrow guided paths. We don't like too many options. Too many options just fucks our brains up, dude. This is not existent anymore. I have Orcs Must Die, these 2 games with the wife, Apex, Overwatch. This is gone now. That's it. That's all I have installed, dude. And I have Death Stranding somewhere. Oh no, that's on the other computer. Death Stranding is the single player game I'm playing. These are my esport games. That's it. And then when I finish with this one, it gets uninstalled. When I finish with this one, it gets uninstalled. Just play one at a time. You know what I mean? God damn it. God damn it, guys. Let me catch up here. Hey, okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's say all these people are just paralyzed with indecisiveness, right? How do we get them back into playing games? There's too many people that come into my channel that just want to argue about hardware. And so from my perspective, let's say I'm looking at my Discord, right? And I see 2 fully grown adult men in their mid-30s, mid-40s, I don't fucking know. And they're arguing about products that haven't come out yet. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, is there no, like when you're 95 years old about to die on your deathbed and you're reminiscing over your life, are you gonna remember that conversation online with that idiot? No, you're not gonna remember it. You're just wasting time. You're bored out of your fucking mind. So, like, it doesn't even have to be games. Or maybe the better question is, how do we get these people online arguing about things that don't matter to lead more productive lives, dude? We have a mission now, boys. We have to spread non-time wastage ways of life. Don't waste your fucking time. Stop wasting time. Anything that involves any wasting time whatsoever needs to just fucking go, dude. Don't waste time.